Hi everyone, to another episode of Dimitra's Dishes. Today we're going to be making tuna stuffed bell peppers. These are so delicious because the bell peppers are roasted in the oven until they're nice and sweet. The tuna salad is super delicious. You can use this for anything, but perfect for stuffing the bell peppers with. Makes a quick and delicious weeknight meal. Let's get started. So we're going to begin by cutting the bell peppers in half. You could use any bell peppers that you like. I love red bell peppers, but you can use green, yellow, orange, or a combination. Cut them in half lengthwise and carefully take out the seeds. I like to leave a little bit of the stem attached because I think it looks pretty, but you can definitely take it out. Put them in a baking tray and drizzle a little bit of olive oil over the top and season them with salt and black pepper. You can toss them around a little bit so that way they're coated on all sides. Preheat the oven to 425 degrees Fahrenheit and put your tray in there for about 20 minutes or until the peppers are roasted and tender but not falling apart. While that's happening, we're going to put together the tuna salad, which couldn't be simpler. I have 3 cans of tuna that's packed in oil. I like it so much better than the one that's packed in water. It's much more flavorful. If you can find it, use it. Otherwise, you can use the tuna that's stored in water and make sure to drain that and then just add some extra olive oil to it when you add it to the bowl. Go ahead and add the tuna to the bowl. I don't drain the olive oil out. It has lots of flavor. I put it in there. Then I'm going to thinly slice 4 or 5 scallions all the way down to the white parts. You want to use the whole thing. Slice them as thin as possible and put them in the bowl with the tuna. You can finally slice 1 or 2 celery sticks, but I don't have any. Instead, I have celery seeds. So I'm going to add a teaspoon of celery seeds to this. Adds all of the flavor. I know some people don't like celery, so that's a good little trick. If you don't like celery, you can definitely use the celery seeds instead. Then I'm going to add a heaping teaspoon or maybe a little more of capers. You can do kalamata olives or your favorite olives instead of the capers. Just go ahead and finely chop those and throw them in here. Then I'm going to make the dressing. So you're going to add as much mayo as your heart desires. Use the best quality mayo that you can get. And then I'm going to go ahead and add a tablespoon of Dijon mustard, or regular mustard will do as well. The juice of half a lemon, 1 or 2 tablespoons should be enough. And then I'm going to add some freshly cracked black pepper, mix it all together, taste it, and if it needs a little more seasoning, you could go ahead and add it at this point. I rarely ever have to add salt to tuna. It just doesn't ever need it. But if yours does, you can add a little bit of salt to this. If you want to add any fresh herbs, you can finally chop some fresh parsley or dill. Dill goes really nice with this. I'm going to leave it as is. As soon as my bell peppers come out of the oven, I'm going to fill them with the tuna salad, and then I'm going to top it with some shredded cheese. I have this Mexican blend cheese, which is just a combination of mostly cheddar, but you could use your favorite cheese that melts well. Sprinkle the top of the tuna with the cheese, and then you're going to want to put it back in the oven and set the oven to the broiler setting and just keep an eye on it. As soon as the cheese is nice and bubbly and melted, it's done. All it takes is a couple of minutes, maybe 3 minutes or so. Take it out of the oven and it's ready to serve. The peppers are ready, and I can't tell you just how delicious they smell. It just smells so good right now. The cheese is perfectly melted. Again, keep a close eye on it because the cheese can go from melted to burned in a matter of a few seconds. So keep an eye on it. Once it's bubbly, has some color on there, it should look like pizza cheese. Take it out of the oven and it's ready to serve. I think you guys are gonna really, really love this one. Let's bite into it. My goodness. So good. If you're minding your carbs, I'm not, but if you are, this is perfect, you guys. It's just so filling. The sweetness of the pepper goes so well with all of the flavors that are in the tuna salad. If you get a little bite of caper, it's a beautiful surprise in your mouth. It's so good. The peppers still held their shape. They're nice and soft, but they're not falling apart, and that's how I like them. If you like them softer, go ahead and bake them a little longer before you fill them with tuna. Just know that they might not be able to hold that much tuna because the longer you cook them, the flatter they're going to get. I think you guys are going to love this one. You can print out the recipe on the website, dimitrasdishes.com. Let me know how you're serving it in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. I'll see you all next time. Yes, us.